Hey guys, welcome to the new Hot2Dago YouTube channel. We're very excited for the start of this channel where we can transition a lot of our work from Twitch onto the YouTube platform. As a new content creator, if you can, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, it would greatly be appreciated. We recently had the opportunity to try out Ashes of Creation during its Alpha 1 playtest, and I wanted to get a video together to express my thoughts and concerns about this game going forward. Before we get started, I wanted to express that I'm one of the biggest Ashes of Creation fans. I heard about this game through the excitement of the Kickstarter, but it was at PAX East in 2018 when I was able to meet Steven, the CEO of Intrepid, and talk to him for a good 20 minutes just about MMOs and what we wanted to see in the MMO industry. It was refreshing to be able to talk to a developer and see the passion about gaming and what we were missing in the MMORPG genre. I think a lot of us are extremely excited about the potential of Ashes and the story that has been sold to us. I was given an Alpha 0 key during that time and was able to try out the game and went into the game knowing that this is an alpha and there's not going to be much for us to play through. It's been in development for only 2 years at that point. And to be honest, I was very impressed with the game. The world and graphics looked much better than I expected, and even some of the animations were pretty solid. There wasn't much to the actual gameplay, but that was to be expected. Unfortunately, that was back in 2018, and we are almost in 2022, and we were able to get our hands on the Alpha 1 version of this game. After 3 years of development, I went into this alpha expecting to see more of a game than what was there. Before I go into my criticisms of the game, let me express the things I like about the game. I'm not going to go into things that we expect to be in the game, just the things that actually are in the game after 5 years of development. The world is beautiful. There's been plenty of content creators and the footage that you can see of the game. You can see that the world looks immersive and makes you want to wake up and just explore it. The music in the game is very epic, but after a few hours of the same song, it can get pretty stale. There's so many well-designed monsters and environmental pieces that are really nice to see in an alpha. The lighting is fantastic, skill animations, although too flashy at some points, really show what a next-gen MMO can look like. The best part of the game right now is probably the mounts that are in the game. Every mount has unique skills, even water mounts, and they are all beautiful in the game.
Wow. That is a big boy. That's a chonk. Wait, you guys think he's a chonker? He kind of is.
Also, I should add that performance-wise, I didn't have any issues. Unfortunately, that's where my positives end on the game. Going into the alpha, I'm expecting to find bugs, so that part of the game doesn't bother me. I'm completely fine with it. Falling through the world and entering into underground water half the times I log in, that's fine. Dismounting from my horse and instead of having an animation, I just throw it through the world, fine. Completely bugged and broken quests, fine. Having a stamina system in the game with no stamina bar, fine. Bad or clunky placeholders for the UIs, such as the map, inventory, and questing UIs, it's fine. Sometimes you would turn into a horse. That probably was the highlight of my 20 hours of gameplay. Those are things I expect in an alpha. That's the purpose of the alpha. My issue are on the things that were completely not in the game after 5 years. Just entire systems that were promised in the game that we aren't even able to test because they're not in the game. First, let's get into the combat of the game. I've played the Alpha 0 version of this game and the Battle Royal version of Ashes of Creation, and this is probably the worst iteration of combat that has been released. Action combat in this game currently is a joke and might as well be removed. Whether you are playing a ranged class or melee, you need to highlight over your target and then press the left click to auto attack. If your cursor isn't over the target and you're not getting that red reticle, you get no animation, your skills will not cast, which looks and feels horrible. To make things worse on melee, if you are up close and holding down your auto attack button, you will not even be able to use skills, as your auto attack will take priority over skills. This should be something that's very easy to fix, but the fact that it's being playtested and they haven't made a simple fix like that is a glaring design issue. When you are in tab target mode, the combat feels better, but your auto attack is now switched to Q, which for mage or range class doesn't feel too bad, but spamming Q on a warrior feels horrible and makes the class unplayable. In terms of enemy AI, there were some animations and telegraph, but farming mobs was a pretty brain dead experience. But you know, I like brain dead experiences, so that wasn't a big issue for me. The dungeons in this game were open world and had no content in them. It's tough to review and report bugs for content in this game because, like I've said, there is no content in it. Now, the node system was active in this game, but it felt completely meaningless. And this was something I was very excited to finally be able to test out. There's no indications or anything that anything you're doing or anything any one person is doing is affecting the node's level. And then sometimes randomly you'll get an alert that a town has gotten upgraded. It just felt completely meaningless, and I don't even know what to say about it. I know they plan to do more with it, but at its current state, there's nothing there. Then you have the caravan system, which is another thing that I was extremely excited to playtest, but either I just missed on how to use the caravan system, or not enough nodes were upgraded. I had no ability to test the caravan system whatsoever. Even the loot system in this game has no content in it. There's just placeholders where you kill mobs and you'll get crystals that you could sell to a vendor. These aren't things that they should be working on later. We can't even get into balancing on this game since we have no concept of what gear even looks or feels like in this game. If the purpose of the alpha was to fix broken systems, then it did a very poor job of doing that, since most of the systems that we know should be in the game by open beta or launch aren't even in the game currently. The overwhelming concern for Ashes is that they are biting off more than they can chew, overpromising and setting themselves up for failure, and from everything I've experienced, that seems to be completely true. I paid $500 to support this game and to test this game, but even having exclusive access, after really 10 hours of gameplay, I couldn't even muster up the strength to play anything more. Because at the end of the day, the game has no content. And after the initial hour, there is nothing in the game for you to do. If this game is going to be successful, we're talking about, at a minimum, another 3 years of work that needs to go into this game. Hopefully, Intrepid is taking feedback to heart and will put in the necessary time, resources, and work into this game that it desperately needs. In its current state, there's not one system in the game that was promised that is functional or fun. If you are watching this video and wondering if you should pre-order to try to get into a beta, the easy answer to that question is no. Seriously, just watch a stream of people that you follow or like and just wait. There's not much to show of the game. It doesn't feel better to play than it does look watching. But hey, at least Steven's a cool dude, so we got that going for us. That was probably one of the cool things to see, is active developers playtesting their own game. But unfortunately, for me, Ashes right now, as a game, is terrible. So, I'll keep giving you guys updates as I get them. Hopefully we do see more progress when we get into the Alpha 2s. Hopefully my reviews could be a little bit more positive. I'd like to see the actual systems so I can play them and see if they're even fun or functional, or if they're completely useless like the node system seems to be. So, stay tuned. If you guys can, like and subscribe. You can also check me out streaming over at twitch.tv/TGLoneWolf. Greatly appreciate any support. We will be coming out with more content in the future. Expect videos to be coming out on New World, which we have played through. That's a game. That's fun. We like it. You're going to see a lot more New World content and other MMOs, basically. So, once again, TG Lone Wolf here on the new Hatudagu channel. Hopefully, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.